Hello, Trish here from Fat Lady Crochet, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super cute and very simple little crochet cactus ornament. And you don't need too many materials for this, but what you do need is one of these little pots, and I don't actually know the size of this, but you can kind of see that it's fairly small. You need your size 4 G hook, scissors, you're going to need a hot glue gun, some glue, and then I'm just using size 4 worsted weight acrylic in green and pink and black. And then what I've got too, just for like a little embellishment here on the top, is just I have a little fake flower. It's in 2 pieces. Little fake flower that I'm going to glue, and then this little rainbow button. And what I'm making these particular cactuses for is for a pride fest that is coming up. So that's why I've got this little rainbow button. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's get our green yarn onto our hook. And I know you guys know fancy ways to do this, but I just tie it on, just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2. And then into that first chain, we're going to single crochet that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now for round 2, we're going to increase around. So we'll put 2 stitches into each of these stitches, taking us from 9 stitches to 18 stitches. So here we go. We're going to increase around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, excuse me, 15, 16, and 17 and 18. And I just remembered that I forgot to tell you that you're also going to need a tapestry needle and some fiber quilt. Okay, so now all we're going to do from rows 3 to 6 is we're just going to single crochet around. So I'm going to pause the camera, and what you need to do is just single crochet for 3 more rounds. Each round again, just having 18 stitches, and it's going to form a little cup. So we'll meet you back here when we've got 6 rounds of 18 on our little pie. All right, here we go. So we've got our 6 rounds on here, and I probably should have told you that we're not doing any joins. So what we're doing is we're crocheting in the round. We're doing continuous rounds. So yeah, so you don't have to worry about doing any joins. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to begin to narrow this opening here. And what we'll do is we'll take it from 18 stitches to 12 stitches. And how we'll do that is we're going to reduce this round, the next round by 6. So we'll go single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease. We'll do that 6 times, giving us 6 decreases and taking us down to 12 stitches. So let's do that together. So single crochet, here's our decrease, the first one. Single crochet and decrease. 2, single crochet, decrease. This is our 3rd decrease, which is also stitch 6. Single crochet, decrease, crochet, decrease, and one more. Single and a decrease. Okay. Now all we're going to do here for the next 2 rounds is simply single crochet. So for the next 2 rounds, we're going to single crochet in continuous rounds, no join, 12 stitches each round, and we'll just stick together here while we do this. I don't need to pause the camera. It's going to take no time at all for us. I'm going to show you how to do French knots as well for the eyes. So one thing that you're going to really want to be aware of is that if you're making toys, now this one isn't a toy obviously because it's not that big clay pot, but when you're making toys, make sure that you do embroider the eyes on instead of using buttons or safety eyes. I have yet to find safety eyes that I find safe. I've always found that they pop out. But I know that some of you guys really like using them, and I've seen some very, very cute ones. I just don't use them. There we go. All right, so now we've got this little shape, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull out a little tail like this. That's about 3 inches, 2-3 inches, and I'm just going to cut it off. And now from here we'll do our little face. So I'll just grab some black yarn. Let me get my pointy tapestry needle here. One. And let's do some French knots. So I'm going to say, when I look at this little guy, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Between rounds 4 and 5 is about where we're going to put 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right in about here. Insert my needle up. And I'm going to just leave a tail out because I need to be able to grab the tail so I can tie a knot at the end. All right, so to do a French knot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it over here. I'm going to wrap it around twice, like very close to the end, and then I'm going to poke it back in. Back in very close to where I first made the first poke, but not in exactly the same place. If you put it in exactly the same place, it's going to just, the whole eye is just going to pop like back in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this end while I pull this through. And I'm going to go nice and slow. There's our first eye. And then, you kind of decide how far apart you want your eyes. I like them pretty far apart. I think that's a fairly standard amigurumi style, to have them quite far apart. So this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, about 5 or 6 stitches away from the other eye. Do the same thing. I'm just going to wrap it around twice, poke it in very close, and then draw it through. Again, I'm holding it with my thumb here. Draw it through nice and slow and easy. And now we've got our 2 eyes here. And now I'm going to just do a little smile back through here out. And I'm going to just do a little V. All right, there we go. And now I'll just tie this in a knot. Put it in there. And last thing we're going to do is put in some cheeks. The length of cheek yarn. And it probably doesn't matter if you use your blunt or your tapestry needle. And now what I want to do is I'm gonna just do 2 straight stitches directly under these eyes here. So I'll show you what I mean. So right underneath the eye, I'm just gonna go 2 straight stitches, I would say about two stitches long across the cactus. So here's 1 straight stitch, here's the second one. And now I'm just gonna poke it over to the other side here. And do the same thing over here. Alright, so now we have our cheerful little, oh look, I put it too low, so I have to redo that. Too low. And that happens sometimes, you just have to redo it. Put it 1 round down. Let's redo it. I don't love redoing stuff, I must tell you. It does. Alright. So, let's do that again. I'm in the right place. At least it wasn't like a big, like a big deal to do this. And I must tell you, like, sometimes if I make a mistake, I don't redo it. It depends on what it is and how it looks. So for this guy, I absolutely did have to because you could, it was very noticeable. And I do find that with faces especially, you do have to make them like symmetrical and you want them to look really good because they are the first thing that people notice. So you want them to look the best. All right, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stuff this little guy and get it into the pot and glue it in. So I'm just going to go and turn on my hot glue gun and I'll be back in a second. All right, we are ready to go. So I'm just going to tuck in these tails and here. Like to join in. Okay, so we're just gonna we're just gonna stuff this guy fairly. You know, you want him to be firm, but you don't want those stitches. You don't want to see the stuffing through the stitches. Yeah, little rascal. Okay, here we go. Now she's opened up something. Hang on a sec. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you don't want stuffing to show through the stitches. Now I'm just gonna put a little ball of rubber fill in the bottom of the pot as well, and I'm just doing this to really make it quite compact so that it doesn't, you know, pop up too much. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue around the edge here and get this in there. There we go. So I'm going to glue. I have to work fast because it seems to like to dry quickly on this cold clay. Okay, there we go. I'm going to just pop this guy in and sort of wiggle him around so that it does make sure that it catches. Okay, there we go, like that. And let's put on this little drop of glue. Now these, yeah, like I said, like these flowers came off. Came apart is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and one more little drop for the rainbow button. And voila! And we have finished. So that was, I hope you found that easy. Okay. And let me know if you do end up making some of these guys for your next market. Let me know how they go. Like I find that these little cactuses go really well. They're pretty, they're fast, they're easy. People like them. You can set them on, you know, beside your computer or wherever. They're just happy little, you know, little plants that you can't kill. So yeah, so let me know what you think and have yourself a very good day. We'll catch you later.